going on, everyone? John Matrix here. Hope you're all having yourselves a wonderful day, wherever you're at, whenever you're watching this. So I think maybe a day or even a couple days ago now, the second free title update for Monster Hunter Wilds has been released, adding a couple new monsters. And they released a trailer for it, so we're gonna take a look at this trailer here today. I was a huge fan of Monster Hunter World. I think I beat the overall main story of Wilds, but there's still more to do in the game, and I just haven't gotten around to doing anything and grinding out some of those other fights and monsters, etc., and events. But with the new updates here, who knows, I might jump in and check it out again. I've kind of been of the attitude of like waiting almost for them to just keep adding more content to the game, more monsters, and then maybe jumping back into it kind of around where some of the DLC announcements are, etc., etc. I'm assuming there's going to be a DLC, because I remember when Monster Hunter World first came out, that was my first Monster Hunter game, and it, like this, had some performance issues on launch, and I remember playing through it and getting through it, not necessarily, I don't know, it wasn't necessarily quickly, but at the same time, it definitely did not have as many monsters to hunt and things to do in it as is in the game now. Obviously, they added a bunch of new stuff, and then of course with the Iceborne DLC, they added even more. And I mean, that's what these games are about, right? Like hunting down all these various monsters. So anyway, let's take a look at the description here in the video. Long awaited return of Lagiacrus. I think that's how it's pronounced. Lagiacrus, yeah. Is the last upon us in Monster Hunter Wilds free update, free title update 2. Legendary Leviathan isn't alone as Lagiacrus seeks to sink its sharp talons into prey. They arrive alongside layered weapons, host of improvements and additions, and more to come on June 30th. Blah, blah, blah. Summer Games Fest and Art Tempered Uthuno, and a special celebration with Fender. So, let's take a look at what they have released here in the trailer. Capcom presents. Okay, we got Rathalos here, fighting the new guy. Looks kind of like a cobra. Like a water cobra or water lightning cobra? Well, no, definitely not a snake. He does not care about the fire at all, brother. He looks pretty dope. That looks crazy. Man thinks he's M. Bison over here with his like psycho attack, whatever it's called. Okay. What? We're gonna have an underwater fight? Okay, our shepherd Uduna, the big boy. Uduna's chunky. That was the first monster I kind of had a little bit of trouble with in this game. Monster Hunter Wilds X Fender. Okay. Oh, what is this? Layered weapons? Oh Lord, we're doing the robot, remoting everywhere. What is that?
You don't get views like this sitting around back at base camp.
Okay. Dude, that's the fact that looks like you're gonna fight him underwater. That's pretty sick. That could be dope. I might just come back and check this out just for this fight. Bam. Okay.
Everyone,
game's beautiful, man.
Let's head back home.
This is the other guy. Yep. Okay. Kind of looks like a mix between a Rathalos and a Cactus. Oh, right now. Okay. Those two are going at it. Second free title update available Monday, June 30th, 2025. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Monster Hunter Wilds available now. Okay. So this is the roadmap. So the free title update 1, I haven't even checked this out, right? So Mitsune, So that's obviously something new that I haven't even checked out yet. And Zoe Shia, that was the last boss, or it was supposed to be like the main boss, like end boss in the game, right? So is this like an arch-tempered version of it? Doesn't really say, right? Because it says arch-tempered Iduna here. So did they just give this a rework? Interesting. And I did see some stuff on the Street Fighter 6 collaboration, and they expanded the Grand Hub. So this update adds Lagiacrus, you know, Seregios, additional features, layered weapons, and then July 23rd, so at the end of this month now, because it's July, Festival Accord, Flame Fete. I assume there's going to be some kind of special rewards you can get for doing stuff with there. Arch-tempered Iduna comes July 30th, so it's from July 30th to August 20th. I wish they would just leave these things in, you know, instead of just having them as like things like this. Just leave the arch-tempered versions in to do, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather them not have like rotating versions of the monsters. Like if you're gonna add it in, just add it in and let people just hunt them down whenever they want to, you know what I'm saying? And then event quest, Fender special collaboration, I don't even know what that is. Looks like something, I don't know, some kind of rock band game or something like that. I have no idea. And then title update 3 in late September, which I would assume is probably going to be around this date, September 24th. Additional monster and special event, Festival of Accord. Wonder what the next monster is going to be. I was disappointed that there wasn't an Anjanath in this. I really like Anjanath. It was one of my favorite fights, and I just think Anjanath's a cool monster and Monster Hunter World. So it'd be cool to see some kind of new version of Anjanath added in. Devil Joe would be cool, would be another cool one. I'm trying to think of other monsters from Worlds. Diablos is you know, another good fight that I enjoy having in this. I'm trying to think of what else would I like to see from Monster Hunter World maybe added into this. They already had in Odegon or Odegarin. That's what it was, Odegarin. I really like the Odegarin fight in Monster Hunter World. Kind of drawing a blank on what other monsters in the world off the top of my head. Tigrex was a pretty cool fight. I don't know. I like bigger. I like fighting against bigger, more beefier creatures. Like I said, kind of like a Diablos or a Devil Joe, Anjanath, stuff like that. So some kind of like bigger, beefier monster would be dope, instead of some of the smaller, like faster, you know, crazier ones. But the thing about this that has me most intrigued is the whole underwater fight aspect of this. Like, that's pretty sick. We're gonna actually go underwater and like fight it in its lair and have a, like, I would assume there's all kinds of mechanics that are unique to this fight, because obviously you're underwater. That's pretty dope. So it like, it makes me wonder, you know, what other kind of fights they might have mechanics like this for that they add in the future. Like, I'm trying to think, like, is there one that you could do something in the air with, and how would that even work? You know, because at least in the water you can like swim, maneuver around, but it'd be kind of weird trying to do something like, you know, some kind of crazy air battle or something. So I don't know, but it's just interesting how like unique this looks. And like I said, Monster Hunter World is really the only other Monster Hunter game that I played. So I don't know if they've had fights like this in previous Monster Hunter games. So I don't know, but this alone might get me back into trying it out. Like I said, I kind of have been waiting just for, in general, more content to just be added to the game and then just go through and play through it again. So yeah, but we might check this out. So if then, you know, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. Is this these two new monsters something interest to you? Are you been playing the game, you know, since it's released? You know, are you one of those super grinder guys in the Monster Hunter games? Or are you like me, we're kind of waiting for a little bit more content to be released before you kind of, you know, fully dive into it? as well as a little more optimization. I mean, I didn't really have a ton of problems with how the game ran. I didn't really, I know a lot of people had a lot, issues with crashes and some stuttering and stuff like that. I have a pretty beefy computer, so I didn't necessarily have a lot of problems with that, other than occasional stutters when it would load into like a new area. We didn't really have any kind of crashes in the game. I thought it looks fine as far as like graphically, it's I thought it was a pretty game, same with World. So but yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. You're excited for this, or you like me, you're gonna wait and see, get some more content in, etc, etc. Yeah, thanks you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider leaving a like and a sub, as it helps me and the channel grow. Lets the YouTube algorithm gods know this is the kind of content you enjoy and you want to see some more. And yeah, have yourselves a wonderful day. See you in the next one.